Hi y'all, welcome back to Design with me, Ashley D. Today we are going to cover some of the essentials, 10 essentials you will need for your cross-country Amtrak trip. Welcome back to Design with me, Ashley D. Today I'm giving you 10 tips to travel Amtrak. So you definitely want to stay tuned to hear these helpful tips if you are planning on taking any of the cross-country Amtrak trains and you have a family of young kids. You definitely want to stay tuned to hear these tips. If you don't have any kids, a lot of these tips will be helpful as well. So you definitely want to stay tuned as well. All right, so my first tip, when arriving to your Amtrak station, if you have a lot of luggage, we had tons of luggage, y'all. I'm about to pop a picture up in this corner here. Like, I don't even know why we packed this much luggage, but we kind of had to, right? Because our trip was broken down into 3 separate parts. And I plan on posting or vlogging all 3 parts here, of course, bringing you helpful tips along the way as well. So if you haven't seen my previous video for Chicago, definitely check that out. I will have that linked down below in the description bar, as well as up in the cards if you want to click on that once you get done watching this video. All right, so my first tip again is with the luggage. If you have tons of luggage, if you're making a cross-country journey and you are spending several days to weeks out of town and you have to have a lot of luggage like we did, you definitely want to take use of Amtrak's Luggage Assistance or luggage carts that they have rolling around. These are attendants, so they're there to help, they're there to point you in the right direction, and they're also there to help you with your luggage as well, toting around luggage carts similar to the ones that you see at the airport, toting around your luggage to and from your airplane. So the second piece of advice that I have is if you are in the sleeper cars, you definitely have access for now. I don't know if they're going to change this later on, but you definitely have access to what's called the Metropolitan lounges, right? So just check with your station to see if they offer the lounges for the sleeper cars. But in Union Station in Chicago, they definitely have the Metropolitan lounge where you can kick back, relax, get light snacks and refreshments for free. That's included with the price that you pay for your sleeper car. I will say take advantage of this lounge, and you definitely want to arrive 20 to 30 minutes before your arrival time for the lounge, because you need time to drop off your bags, get tickets, and figure out where you're going, right? At the time your lounge time is, because you will end up spending at least 20 minutes trying to stand in line and get your tickets or figure out, where you're supposed to go, especially if it's your first time riding Amtrak. All right, so we're up to tip number 3 now. With tip number 3, you definitely want to check with, if you are in the Metropolitan lounge, check with where they are going to line you up to board your train. That's where at least 10 minutes before you board, you kind of want to hover around in this area, especially if you want to be one of the first ones to board the train, or you want to board the train sooner than later. Definitely hover around in this area if you want to be among the first people to board. Okay, so tip number 4 that I have, and this is a big tip. The family bedroom, I can only speak on that because that's the one that I stayed in. You only get 1 plug, y'all, and I'm gonna pop this picture up in this corner right here. You only get 1 plug. Y'all, as a family of 4, we had iPad, laptops, phones, some of everything that needed to be plugged in. So this 1 plug was not gonna work, right? So if I would advise to bring an extension cord that has plenty of plugs, plenty of outlets and things for you to plug your electronics into. I have one link down below in the description bar. It worked perfectly for us, and we got it off of Amazon.com. Okay, so tip number 5, that I have is, if you have small kids and they make a mess, like my kids, excuse me if the video is shaking. I'm actually on the train as we speak. But tip number 5, if you have small children and they tend to make a mess in the room, especially if you're eating snacks or even food in the room, you definitely want to bring a small handheld vacuum. I can link quite a few down below in the description bar if you need that as well. All right, on to tip number 6. You definitely want to bring some Lysol or some sanitation wipes to wipe down the trays, to wipe down the lights, switches, doors, things like that. You definitely want to bring those in the bathroom as well. I do know a couple of the bathrooms might have some Lysol wipes in it, but I wouldn't count on it. Definitely bring your own to just kind of sanitize and wipe down the areas before you begin to touch them. All right, so tip number 7. Once you get on the train, y'all, just beware of smells. You know, sometimes in between crews they purge the train, and you definitely want to be aware of just different smells. Just bring some air fresheners. If you're very sensitive to smells, you even might want to bring a mask of some sort, something to flush your your nose or your system out with. This even goes to as you're riding along on the trains. Don't forget, wildlife is out there. I think we even hit a skunk in the middle of the night and it woke me up just because it smelled so bad, y'all. So just definitely be aware of that. Is definitely the smells. Tip number 8, this definitely goes hand in hand with number 7, with the smells. A lot of times, if this is your first time riding the train, you're not thinking about the motion. Things are constantly shaking and moving, especially when they get up to their magical high numbers. You know, Amtrak is a fast train, y'all. Especially when they're trying to make up on time, I'm sorry. Really prepare for a lot of motion, shall I say. So if you're prone to motion sickness, or even if you're not, definitely pack some extra materials for motion sickness, and some remedies. Definitely look up some remedies, y'all, for motion sickness as well. Okay, y'all, so definitely tip number 9 goes hand in hand with tip number 8 in motion. You definitely, y'all, this goes for everybody, people that have kids, people that don't have kids. If you can, plan your bathroom breaks around all of the stops. You will be stopping quite a few with Amtrak, letting different people on and off of the train. It's much easier to go and to use the bathroom when the train is not bumping and shaking around. That's what we learn to do, especially with younger kids, is to plan all of our bathroom breaks around the stops. Okay, y'all, so my last and final tip of the day is to bring a refillable water bottle. A lot of the things that they give you on the train, especially if it's to go, it doesn't have the lid that's completely sealed off. You still have that little hole at the top, so your drink can potentially spill out of the top of the container. So you definitely want to bring refillable water bottles, just to kind of cover all your bases. You might want to bring more so of a thermos, so that way hot and cold drinks can go in there. You can cover all your bases with that. All right, and as a bonus tip, y'all, we've heard so many announcements about people not wearing shoes, not bringing shoes to wear on the train, y'all. Please, y'all, this train has been seen by thousands, if not millions of people. That's me over exaggerating with millions. Please, y'all, bring your shoes, put your shoes on, wear your shoes everywhere you go on the train. You will pick up something if not. And y'all, it's just unsanitary. That's nasty. Wear your shoes. All right, so if you found this video helpful, definitely like my video below. Definitely leave me some comments, y'all. Let me know about your Amtrak experience cross country. The one train that we are riding, I forgot to tell you guys, is the California Zephyr. We're going from Chicago all the way to San Francisco. It's about a 2-day, almost 3-day trip. We leave we left Friday at 2 p.m. and we arrive in San Fran just before 4. I think it's like at 3:58, 3:59, just before 4. So that's the train that we are taking. Again, I plan on vlogging this whole thing. I just wanted to put together a video of some helpful tips for all of our families out there that have younger children, and even for my first time Amtrak train riders, right? I'll also put a link down below in the description bar of our room and bathroom accommodations as well. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching my video. Keep tuning in, y'all. I have a whole vlog series on our cross-country travel this holiday season, Christmas 2023 into the new year of 2024. I definitely have all that vlogged for you all, and I'm excited to share that with y'all. So I will see you in part 4 of my video. All right, y'all, bye-bye.